Before you begin repairing air conditioning or refrigeration systems, you need more than just technical skills. You need to know the federal laws that govern refrigerant use. That's what this lesson is all about. This lesson will break down the most testable, real-world EPA rules that you'll need to know, follow, and recognize on the exam and on the job. Let's start with the legal foundation behind EPA certification. All refrigerant regulations come from the Clean Air Act, specifically Section 608. Here's what that means for you. First, it's illegal to knowingly release refrigerants into the atmosphere. Second, the EPA sets strict rules for how refrigerants must be handled, recovered, recycled, and disposed of. Third, you must be EPA certified before opening any system that contains refrigerants. Section 608 applies to all major refrigerants. That includes CFCs, HCFCs, HFCs, and even newer blends that may not damage the ozone but still contribute to climate change. Test tip: if the question asks what types of refrigerants are covered, know that it's not just ozone-depleting ones. Climate-warming refrigerants are also included. Let's now cover the practices that are strictly banned by the EPA. These often appear on the test, so pay close attention. First, you are never allowed to vent refrigerants into the air. This includes both during service and disposal. It's illegal and environmentally harmful. Second, you can't just add refrigerant to a system with a known leak. The leak must be repaired before recharging the system. Third, knowingly falsifying service records, like logs of recovered refrigerant, is a serious violation. Next, don't use tools or recovery machines that aren't EPA approved. Only certified equipment is allowed when handling refrigerants. And finally, you must always recover refrigerant before opening or disposing of any appliance. Skipping this step is a direct violation of EPA rules. Test tip: if you see a multiple-choice question asking, which of the following practices is prohibited by the EPA? Remember, venting, leaking, falsifying, using improper equipment, and skipping recovery are all red flags. Let's talk about documentation, something the EPA takes very seriously. If you're working with refrigerants, the law requires you to keep accurate records. Why? To make sure everything is handled safely and to hold technicians and companies accountable. Here's what techs and companies must keep records on. Refrigerant recovered or added to appliances. Equipment service logs for systems holding more than 50 pounds of refrigerant. Leak inspections and repairs. Certified recovery equipment used. These records must be stored for at least 3 years, and yes, the EPA can request them at any time. Test tip: make sure you remember this. Records must include the refrigerant type, amount, and the service date, and must be kept for 3 years. Now let's cover leak rate limits, a high-priority area on the EPA exam. For appliances containing more than 50 pounds of refrigerant, the EPA sets strict rules. If the system leaks more than the allowed amount in a year, here's what must happen. The leak must be found and fixed. The system must be retested to confirm it's sealed, and the repair must be completed within 30 days. So, what are the limits? Here are the EPA leak rate thresholds you need to memorize. Comfort cooling systems like home and building ACs, 10%. Commercial refrigeration systems like those in grocery stores, 20%. Industrial process refrigeration used in manufacturing, 30%. Test tip: these percentages are asked often. Link them with the system type to keep them straight on test day. Now let's go over the certification rules for both equipment and technicians. First, all recovery and recycling equipment must be certified by an EPA-approved laboratory. Second, technicians are required to use only certified equipment when recovering refrigerants, no exceptions. Third, only EPA-certified technicians under Section 608 are legally allowed to purchase regulated refrigerants. And finally, refrigerant distributors must verify your certification before making a sale. Test tip: watch out for questions like, Who can legally purchase refrigerants? The correct answer: only certified technicians under Section 608. Let's wrap up this lesson with the most testable rules you need to remember. First, Section 608 of the Clean Air Act is what gives the EPA authority over refrigerant handling. Next, remember that the EPA bans venting refrigerants, refilling systems with known leaks, and using non-certified recovery equipment. Also, you're required to keep service records for at least 3 years, especially for appliances holding over 50 pounds of refrigerant. Don't forget the leak repair thresholds: 10% for comfort cooling, 20% for commercial refrigeration, 30% for industrial process refrigeration, and finally, only certified technicians can buy, handle, and recover refrigerants using EPA-approved equipment only. Key test reminder: these facts will show up in multiple choice questions. Memorize them well and you'll score higher.